Hi, everybody. I'm Lauren Dalvia. I'm an astrologer and spiritual teacher here at Bene Mudra. And this is an astro update for March 7th through March 14th. A couple things going on this week. March 9th on Tuesday, there is a square between Venus and Pisces and the Sagittarius South Node and the Gemini North Node. The nodes, the North Node is sort of like where we're going, and the South Node is sort of like where we've come from, or karma. This means a relationship or financial or self-esteem issue is sort of at a crossroads, and that is an invitation to step away from old promises or beliefs and like look clearly at what's really going on. And then on March 13th, we have this really, really beautiful, benevolent new moon in Pisces that's conjoins Neptune and Venus. It's all sweet and lovely placements. So it's kind of like unlimited potential, and what you want can sort of float towards you, in a way that can almost seem like it's too good to be true. It's sort of like everything's positive about this moon, but there's also this like nothing is proven yet, and where Neptune is involved, it's a little like it can be a little smoke and mirrors. So just that to keep in mind, but it's a really, really nice new moon. So I'm just going to do a little update for every sign. Aries. So Venus is in your area of hidden stuff, and that's in the square to the node. So that's asking you to look closely at an issue that you've been avoiding or a secret. So this could be inchoate desire, private fantasy, things that are hidden. This may be delaying a journey that's necessary from idealism to the truth. So you just want to look at the facts. Really looking at the facts will confirm, what is glorious and what is not. It's really time to get direct is what it's asking. The new moon is in your hidden area as well, and that signals fresh developments that are asking for you to surrender. So something beautiful and healing is emerging, and you cannot control or define it, so you'll just have to trust that it's part of the ultimate goal, even if you have to step away from something first. So watch for like a real swell of happiness and peace or inspiration that might not seem like it has a clear source. Clarity and progress are going to occur when the Sun and Venus are conjunct in your sign on March 26, when what's hidden is revealed. So that's important to kind of keep in mind. Taurus, Venus is in your area of social, in the square to the nodes. So that says that a group connection or friendship or anything to do with public image is at a crossroads. So what was private might need to be public, or it might be time to choose your security or your self-sufficiency over what you've been sharing. So just don't hesitate to put your values into words and be direct. The new moon is in your social area as well, and this can be like a soothing or magical new beginning in terms of connection to others. So your social image can kind of get like a jolt of glamour under this placement. Beauty, gentle beauty. This is it. Everything public related can be very appealing under this. New attraction, heightened ideals, romance. This energy can also encourage limitless compassion and universal love. It's really, really a good week to reach out to others, but also just don't give everything away. Don't sacrifice everything. Gemini. Venus is in your area of career in this square to the nodes, including the North Node, which is in your sign. So that is asking you to examine a professional relationship, your professional image, a goal, what you want or have attracted needs some rebalancing. It's just to consider what you've been projecting or giving away versus what is best for you. And the new moon is also in your career sector. So that is featuring, expansion, development, creativity, new path, new part of public image, new career, new job, anything that has potential for this kind of gives you limitless potential, this placement. A desired future goal is within reach. So just step out of your own way, and allow events to proceed along the path of least resistance. However, keep in mind that career ethics may be an issue. So just keep an eye on blurred boundaries or questionable practices. Like it's always, but it's a really good week to kind of, to just be as integrous as possible, professionally. Cancer, Venus is in your area of opportunities in the square to the node. So that's developments about travel, legal matters, publishing, broadcasting, long distance romance. They're desirable, but you want to question them. So you may be at a point where you need to step away from old habits regarding these issues, or perhaps you need to expand your concept of what you're capable of. So in some cases, ethics of what's happening may need a closer look. And then the new moon is also in that same area of opportunities. So it's a new chapter. It's about luck. It's about beautiful open possibility, dreams coming true. Events are going to occur as they're meant to. You just want to allow new potential to flow and see what happens. You might be called on to just believe right now. Any time where Neptune is, it's like you just might be called on to suspend any disbelief or fears you have. So just be open to that. Leo, Venus is in your area of shared resources in the square to the node. So that's shared finance, intimacy, psychological issues. All of this can come up. What you share or give needs to be put into a wider perspective. So that's connection to others, or something private might need to be examined more publicly. So just consider how your values look in under the spotlight, clearly. The new moon is also in your area of shared resources. So that's offering new chapters and all of that, what I just said, and intimacy, shared monies. This can deepen along with trust, forgiveness, happiness. This can be the start of a really healing journey as you come to terms with the past. So in some cases, there can be a financial gift. So it's a really nice week. Virgos, Venus is in your partnership area. That's squaring the nodes. So a relationship, whether it's long-term, new, anything, there's a turning point. So beliefs from the past, you might be invited to leave those at the door, or let those go, release them, or there could be a decision about career or domestic arrangements. So it also could be a professional relationship, or a best friend relationship might need to be rebalanced. The new moon is in your partnership area. That's offering development with another that encourages acceptance. So the flow of love, romance, and healing, this can increase as long as you're able to trust that you deserve this. Having said this, be wary of projecting all your dreams onto another person. Just that nothing is your sole source of magic in your life except your own soul and your relationship to, source and the divine. Libra, Venus is in your area of routine in the square to the nodes. So that's highlighting a work issue or a health issue or what you give to other people. So you might need to examine what you've been sacrificing or how you've been undermining yourself before you can progress. There's a big kind of wide open world out there and more choices than you think. Like, wondering where you put yourself. Are you putting yourself first? Are you putting yourself last? Like, what's going on with that? The new moon is also in your area of routine. So that is building on all of that as a new door is opening. So developments could be improvements to health, change in self-care, co-worker relationships, or a new perspective on how you've been helping another. So it could be easy to give too much. So just be careful about that or overindulge. So it's a really good week to kind of just be mindful of boundaries, because it can be easy to kind of go boundaryless under this placement. All these like benevolent Neptunian placements, they're really loving and lovely, but we got to watch our boundaries. Scorpio, Venus is in your area of self-expression in the square to the nodes, and that marks crucial choice regarding new attraction, creative work, celebration, or children. So what you want to attract, love in these areas, that kind of stuff, this might be undermining your trust or preventing you from looking deeper. So Is escapism involved? It's time to look beyond the surface and examine core truths. The new moon is also in your area of self-expression. So that's new development. What begins can be desirable and magical. Creative work can build and blossom under this placement, and you can attract so much if you're ready to let go, though, of the limits you've put on yourself and any insecurities. It also is easy to take things too far under this placement. So just watch that in terms of escapism, drugs, alcohol, any means of escape, and just aim for balance between pleasure and what lies beyond pleasure. Sagittarius. Venus is in your domestic area in the square to the nodes, including the south node or karmic node in your sign. So that signals a choice regarding home, finance, core values, domestic relationships. An imbalance in these areas needs to be corrected as you step away from old habits or like a specific view and consider how how another is being impacted. It also might be time to reassess what a partner can and cannot give you, even if that partner is like, even if it's not a partner that lives with you or that's even a real partner, like even if you're assessing a loss, it's important to think like what is really going on, and offering yourself the idea of shifting your perspective. The new moon is also in your domestic area, so that can introduce deep healing and happiness. Wounds and weaknesses from the past can be released under this new moon. Forgiveness of self and others is key. Sometimes under these placements, a new home or a home business can be elevated, but it's a really good new moon for forgiveness. I love prayer and meditation for all signs at all times, but I really love Kundalini yoga. If you want to do a kriya or a set for forgiveness, and it might, of self and others, that might be really bountiful for you this week. Capricorn. Venus is in your communication area in the square to the nodes, and that's spotlighting a message, an idea, or a conversation. Beautiful or flirtatious words really need to be examined in the clear light of reality. So a secret hope or promise might need to be openly discussed. The new moon in your communication sector can deliver really good news and creative inspiration or really loving and compassionate messages. You might be ready to follow someone in or find that open, non-judgmental communication that's going to flow easily under this placement. A contract or a commitment might sound really good, but just to bear in mind that it will need more definition as things progress. Aquarius. Venus is in your area of personal resources in the square to the nodes. So that is putting a financial or self-esteem issue at a turning point. What you're worth and what you're earning and what you can earn needs to be viewed in light of your pride, your joy, your self-expression. Are you allowing others, are you allowing the world itself to dictate your happiness? The new moon is also in your area of personal resources. So this can introduce new sources of income. It also can introduce a new approach to values and security and relaxation therein. Positive developments can really create relief and peace and a sense of abundance as you ease into this new chapter. But you also want to just watch out for the temptation to overspend as a means of self-soothing, or just like overspend even emotionally. Like, just want to watch out for that under this placement. Pisces. Venus is in your sign in the square to the nodes, and that is delivering a relationship or self-esteem choice. So what you value, who you attract, or how you present yourself is up for evaluation as career status or versus domestic matters bring you to a turning point. So the new moon is also in your sign, and that's building on all of that, presenting favorable development. It's a really nice new moon. There's tons of potential. So you just want to allow yourself to be drawn to what makes you truly, truly joyful. What brings you peace, like really what promises you delight and joy, and the energies of release and growth are intertwined. So endings and beginnings can kind of be blurred into one, which is very Piscean. So that is the update. Thank you guys very much. As ever, I just want to thank Nadia Gilchrist, who is a brilliant astrologer, who's real uh, art and mathematical scientific work this update is entirely based on. This is her work and she's incredible. Also my mentors, Remington Donovan and Diana Brown. I can be reached at Bene Mudra, and I'm available for private sessions in astrology, soul astrology, karmic astrology, spiritual teaching. I'm available for corporate events. BeneMudra.com, or on Instagram at Lauren, LAUREN _Dalvia, DALVIA. Thank you guys so much and have a great week.